podcast. This is Court.
And this is Ashley, and we are coming at you live from Boston in 2024, baby.
Is everyone excited? We've officially entered the best year ever.
I am so excited.
Me too. We've been talking about this for the past 3 episodes,
Yeah.
how eager we are to get into 2024.
Oh my God, and I'm just so ready. It's been a chaotic month.
Yeah. So before we get into today's episode, we just wanted to say thank you to our sponsor, Wink. If you're unfamiliar, the perfect social drink with a wink of THC and CBD, which makes for a perfect unwinding experience after a long day of work, or honestly just a social buzz for when you are hanging out with friends on a night out.
Wink has been in our lives since this past summer's when we first discovered it, and we've loved it ever since.
Yep.
They come in 3 flavors: lime, black cherry, and mango. All are so good. I really can't pick a favorite.
Yeah.
There's no sugar, 0 calories. And really, what more could you ask for
literally.
in a social beverage?
Nothing. She's perfect.
She is perfect. So you'll hear us talk about Wink over the next month or so because we are both doing dry January.
Woo!
But we'll get into that later. So thank you, Wink, for sponsoring today's episode. Shall we recap the holidays? It's been a minute.
It's probably been close to a month since we sat down to record.
Yeah. How were your holidays? How was Florida?
Honestly, so lovely. I was there for 2 weeks and it was just chill.
Yeah.
I didn't do much. I had a lot of time off of work. I spent time with family. Matt came down. We saw his family and my family. And it was just the perfect nothingness and exactly what I needed to honestly recharge before we started to celebrate the next holiday, which was New Year's. So Christmas was great. What did you get from Santa this year? Anything good?
Yes, I was spoiled this year, as always. But my favorite gift had to have been my new set of skis.
Yeah.
I've been wanting that for a while. I thought it was going to be a purchase I was going to have to make on my own. But grandfather and I did a little lunch and shopping date. And I have new skis. And I took them out the Saturday before Christmas. And wowee, all I can say is skiing on sharpened skis is incredible. I've been skiing on unsharpened skis that were my mother's for the past 10 years. It's a miracle I haven't hurt myself.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of life-changing.
That's awesome. And you had good conditions when you went out there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Love it. I think my favorite gift from Santa was my away suitcase, which was completely unexpected. Matt gave it to me, and it was just funny because last Christmas he put my Christmas gift inside of his away suitcase. So when I opened the present, I thought he was gifting me an away.
Yeah.
So it was just quite comical when I opened it. I just was not expecting it this year. That, and then I finally have some road products that I'm actually loving so far. So officially, a Hailey Bieber road girly.
This will have to be the next sponsor of the episode. We both have a road lip gloss here.
Wait, what flavor do you have?
Oh.
Salted caramel is mine. Left corner.
Me too.
I freaking love it. I could eat this damn thing.
It's actually really good. I will say it does feel really hydrating. I didn't love, so I got the full set because I actually had to order my sister a lip gloss, and I was like, well, if I'm just going to order her a lip gloss, I could get free shipping. So let me just get myself the whole skincare line.
Yeah.
Naturally. And I wasn't blown away at first, but I actually really like it.
Me too.
I think I was expecting it to be a little more hydrating. Both are good. I don't know if I would necessarily buy it again, but I think the lip gloss I would in a heartbeat.
Yeah, me too. Anyhow, how were your holidays?
My holidays were good. They were definitely crazy. I mean, going up to New Hampshire and then going up to Vermont for skiing and then back to New Hampshire. But Joe and I did a little break in between our families so we do Christmas with my family, second Christmas with his family in New York. And we came back for 2 nights in Boston. Actually, Christmas Day, we got takeout Chinese food, and we just ripped through the entire apartment. We had bags upon bags of donations. Have you seen my closet yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm going to show you after this episode. It is gorgeous, beautiful. I mean, I feel like a whole new person.
Love it.
we went through the laundry room, the closet, and just like got rid of things. Like I had a record player. We had like a stack of records that we just never used that were taking up space. I even cut down my coat collection. I was like, these are spring coats. I'm not going to wear them. Let me bring them up to New Hampshire for a bit. So really just kind of the break and the refresh I needed. And then New York was great as always. Something about a baby dressed in Christmas outfits is pretty dang cute. And Joe's family's so wholesome. Like we'd always just laugh and play games and have dinner. We do a Secret Santa every year, and they call it Grinch. So every year it's a different letter and you go through the word Grinch. So this year the letter was N. So you get all of your Secret Santa gifts to start with the letter N. And I got a Nerf gun for his brother.
Stop.
Oh my God, it was such a hit. It was so funny. He loved it, and it was just hilarious. And then came back, and shall we talk about our New Year's?
Yeah, we shall.
If you guys are wondering why we're a little bit lower energy, as if you're watching today's episode, you'll see it's nighttime. It's not our usual. And that's because we just got back from Lake Winnie for New Year's Eve. It is January 1st today as we are recording this.
Yeah, so it's been a very long weekend, but honestly, a really amazing one. I'll take it back to where this even started. So I had hosted a holiday party at Matt and I's apartment. And naturally at that apartment, we're vibing, drinks are flowing. Matt realizes that one of his favorite DJs is coming to Big Night Live on the 29th of December, so right before New Year's. And one of our friends is like, oh, I could easily get us a table at Big Night Live. Perfect. I have a connect. So the next morning we wake up and we're like, oh my God, we have a table that we need to fill at Big Night Live. So we got 10 people together and we had a literal disco rave night.
Yes.
No one else knew the DJ aside from like me, Matt, and then Matt had some friends from New York City come with us as well because they've been to his concerts before or his DJ sets. And we dressed amazing, part disco, part funky, and then we all went to Big Night Live and we're out until like 3 a.m.
Yes.
To kick off the New Year's weekend.
Yeah, that's to kick off the New Year's weekend.
Yeah, it felt like New Year's.
And you guys know, Court and I are not the clubby girls.
No.
So this was a huge night out for us. You know,
Yeah.
we're not used to it. It was a blast. But then you wake up the next morning and we're driving up for New Year's Eve. So it was just a jam-packed weekend, but Purple Disco Machine, fabulous, stunning, everything of the sort. So that was an awesome time. And then we went up for a murder mystery at Gatsby's. AKA my lake house, with also 10 people.
Yeah.
We were all dressed to the nines. The men were in tuxes. The girls were in
Gowns.
literal. Courtney wore her prom dress.
I did.
Stunning. It was perfect.
Thank you. I loved yours too.
Yes.
You had your wig.
I did. I wore my wig. We had a headpiece. People had the gloves on and the pearls. And we did a little murder mystery night. How would you rate the murder mystery?
I think I was given the most irrelevant character out of the entire group. So I feel like I had a slightly different experience than others. I thought it was fun. I think it was hyped up so much in my mind that it didn't really live up to the hype.
I would agree.
But it gave us an excuse to like get dolled up, have a fancy dinner. Kira, one of Ash's best hometown friends, her family owns like a venue in New Hampshire. So she brought up like this beautiful tablescape and candles and like legit dining ware that we would not have been able to have unless she were here to bring it. And so shout out to Kira. But it gave us an excuse to do the whole shebang. So I do think it was worth it.
I
But
agree.
like it wasn't worth the hype in my opinion. What did you think?
The murder mystery itself was not anything special. I'd give it a solid 6 out of 10 maybe. Like there were funny moments. There was a death on the floor and we outlined the body in tape.
Yes.
And you have to go and like chat with different people and it's so funny because you're like in character and then you complete your objective and you're like, okay, so then let's like get out of character for a second.
Yes. It was constant in and out of character.
Yeah.
And then I do think it was complicated. Which
it was.
Like it was maybe if it was a little bit less complicated, it would have been more enjoyable, we would have gone through it a bit faster. I'm not quite sure, but I'm happy we did it.
Me too, because it made us dress up. It made us go all out with the dinner. My friend Catherine hand wrote 10 menus of like our full dinner that we were having. She made little name tags. It was so cute. We also started cooking all day because this was like a full-on dinner party.
Yeah.
So we were cooking since 11 a.m. until like 6 p.m.
Guys, Ash chefed up.
I did. I was in the kitchen all
Literally
day.
all day. It was like you were preparing a Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to take that long.
No.
But it was fun because like what else are we going to do all day?
Yeah.
So it was kind of perfect, but woke up today, packed up the house, and came home. And now, boom, it's January, and I'm back to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So just a lot.
Yeah, January is a very hard month.
Yes.
January is a no days off, and I feel like I haven't worked for the past month and a half.
True.
So, yeah. But I'm ready to get back into it. I'm ready to feel like a structured human again. So, not mad about it.
Yeah, no, I'm so with you.
And the beauty is this week is a short week. It's only 4 days.
Which is just the best feeling in the world.
Yeah. I think we can do it.
I have no plans after work. Like, I'm just going to work. I'm going to come home, get back into my routine, not drink.
Yeah.
Sleep, maybe.
Yeah, I can't wait. Literally.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too.
But with that, 2023. So if you guys have been here since last year, you know that we pick a word for the year. Mm-hmm. So I thought it would be kind of cute if we maybe
reminisce.
Yeah, let's reminisce. How did you feel about your word this year? How did it go?
So my word was intentional. And for anyone unfamiliar with the concept, we basically just chose a word that we wanted to see throughout different areas of our life. And I think it's a more approachable way to not feel as intimidated by like a slew of goals. We have goals as well, but like choosing a word is like, okay, I wanted to see this in every area of my life. So I honestly loved the word. I really needed a slower paced year. And I was intentional with like, honestly, a lot of things that I hadn't been in the past. So like, for example, I've always been like a gym goer. This is always my example, but I feel like it's the easiest thing to relate to. It's like, I've always been a wellness girly, right? But then this year I actually decided to create like an actual structure to myself. So I like saw a return from it. It's like I wanted to, I don't know, become more in tune with like myself and my body. So I put intention behind supplements I started to take and became more religious to it. I got more intentional with my time with my family as opposed to just like going home and like existing. So I loved the word. It made me slow down. It made me appreciate things and honestly like get more out of life and like the different areas in my life. So I loved it.
My word for the year was present. And I think, so the year before, I think it was like charisma or something. Mm-hmm. That whole year, I didn't really think about the word ever again. This year, the word present, I was bringing it up in July, in August, in September. It really resonated with me. And I feel like it stuck with me throughout the year and therefore made me want to be more present. Because I was like, okay, I'm going into this evening. I'm setting out the intention to be present tonight. And this will kind of lead into my word for this year. But I think the word present made me really appreciate the little things in life. The simple things that everybody experiences on a day-to-day basis, but I kind of learned to fall in love with it and build a great foundation for my life that I can rely on. So going into 2024, I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling ready. Yeah. Kind of how we mentioned in last week's episode.
Yeah. I love how you mentioned you look at your word from last year to like decide what it was for 2023. It's interesting to see that pattern. For example, my 2022 year, I didn't really have a word for it, but the idea was I want to live outside of my comfort zone as much as I could. And that led me to say yes to things, honestly live like a very amazing but chaotic life. And then that made me pivot into wanting to bring more intention and purpose behind the chaos.
Yeah.
Now we're using our words from 2023 to develop our words for 2024. And it's just a constant evolution.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, me too. So what is your word for 2024?
So my word for 2024 The first thing so I was trying to think, I actually wrote out all my goals for the different areas of my life.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, what is something in common that I can take into every single one of these goals? And the first thought was energy. I was like, I want to show up with the best energy. I want to have energy to accomplish these. Like, everything that I'm doing is, ambitious, things that I'm working for.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be tired and run down. And I just want to show up as my best self. But energy is something we talk about all the time, and it didn't feel exciting or motivating to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was reflecting on this year and how I just mentioned, I kind of planted the seeds for my foundation of my life, and I feel really solid on that. So this year was a very long-winded way of saying my word is going to be bloom. So I want the phrase, bloom where you're planted. I feel like I'm now ready to like flourish and enjoy all of the areas that I've built up my strong foundation on. And now I just want to have fun and enjoy it.
I love it. My word for this year is abundance. I was struggling, to be honest, to come up with one general theme or word, but something I've been reading up on more recently, and something I've always felt like passionately about, is just spirituality and manifesting and the law of attraction. And right now I'm reading a book called Manifest: 7 Steps to like living your best life. It's by a woman named Roxy something. I can't pronounce her last name. And I'm halfway through, and it's like super actionable. And a main theme that I'm realizing, the way that your subconscious mind literally controls everything.
Everything.
And the way that you change your life and your reality is by changing your subconscious thoughts, that can then change your conscious like reality. And so by basically thinking that I'm living in abundance and I have all the love in my life and I have all the friends and the people, the health, the wellness, the finances, by thinking them enough to believe them, that will just help me attract even more of those things in my life. I'm excited to see it through.
I'm excited as well because, your word will directly influence my life. And I think everyone can benefit from an abundance mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you guys know our words for the year, this is your sign if you haven't already. 1, pick your word for the year. 2, let us know what your word for the year is.
Yeah.
I feel like when you tell more people, it makes you commit to it more and it makes you put some more thought behind it. Highly recommend. So our next section, I think it would be kind of fun to share our personal goals for the year because I think you guys will benefit. I think it's always nice to hear what other people are working on. It might spark something in that. But before we do that, we want to talk a little bit more about Wink. So our first goal is we're doing dry January, as we mentioned. So Wink is quite literally going to get us through this month.
Yep.
I think I always set out to do dry January, but it can feel a little daunting when, a lot of our social life is revolved around alcoholic beverages. Wink is the perfect go-to social beverage, and the best part is you wake up with no hangover.
Yeah. All hang, no hangover.
All hang, no hangover.
All buzz, no buzz kill.
I actually love both of
I know,
those,
right?
There's no better feeling than waking up from a fun social night out and not being hungover.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And also the flavors of them, juicy mango, black cherry, and lime. Although there's THC and CBD in it, it's actually wild. Like, you would have no idea that there's anything in it that helps you have a social buzz. You can either buy them online using our special promo code called YCDB30. And then you can also find them in some local bars and restaurants. They just started serving Wink at Southie Bowl, the bowling alley in Southie. And then also they sell them at a lot of dispensaries around the city. It's a great alternative whether you're doing dry January like us or you're just looking for some sort of wind down after a day of work, or you want something to drink that's not alcohol when you're going out with friends.
Yeah, even mixing it in. If I have a couple drinks and then I'm not really in the mood to get another tequila soda, like I've already reached my level.
Yeah.
Wink is also a great addition
Yeah.
to your alcohol journey for the evening. So it's just kind of a nice balance. It's a very you can do both moment.
That it is.
Yes. So let us know if you're doing dry January. And again, you can use our code. We'll add it in the show notes description below, and you guys can shop Wink.
Love it. Thanks, Wink.
Here we go. Dry January. January 1st. We're going to see how it goes.
Yeah.
We will be updating you guys throughout the month.
That we will.
So aside from dry January, let's go back and forth on goals.
Perfect. Should we start with the category? Maybe let's start with the category that we forgot about last time, finances. So I am very excited because I am officially starting to look into investing, like ETFs, mutual funds. Like I established a, what is it called? A high yield savings account this past year. And this is the first time that I've actually been able to like save money. And it's pretty wild that like I am a 25-year-old. I've been out of college for like 3 years, going on 4 years. And it was the intention that I had to put behind it last year.
Yeah.
But I actually have seen growth. And now I'm in a place where I can start thinking more creatively about how to make my money grow. So definitely going to be looking into that and establishing some other places my money can go.
Yeah, finances is definitely the number one thing I want to focus on this year. So one of my goals is to open up a high yield savings account. I switched banks this past year. So I've been waiting to open one with them. It's already in the works. Very excited.
Nice.
And I think it's just nice to see your money grow. I think a high yield savings account, like you really can't go wrong.
No.
And I want to just come up with some sort of attainable budget. Not even budgeting my daily expenses, but more of, okay, this percentage of my salary, of my take home is going into my savings account.
Yes.
Because sometimes we just spend a lot, especially coming off the holidays. I think everybody's pockets are hurting a little bit.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So it's nice to feel confident about your finances.
Totally.
Something I definitely want to achieve.
Yeah. And that same finance bucket, some passive income streams.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's always the goal. And I actually do have a couple, but I'm looking to like invest more in those.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, next category. Shall we say fitness?
You can start.
Want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, couple fitness goals. First one, I want to focus on my flexibility.
It's a good one.
The more the years go on, the less flexible I become. And it is so terrifying that when I'm sitting down, just like my legs out, sitting up straight, it hurts.
Yeah.
Why is it hurting?
No
I'm only
bueno.
25.
I know.
Come on. This is unacceptable. So if you see me doing my splits, it's because I've been working really hard on them. So I am just going to work on that this year. Whether, I don't know how it's going to look quite yet, but even a little like stretching in front of the TV. One of our gifts we got from Santa, by Santa I mean Joe's parents, is, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but it's a huge board, and it's a puzzle board, and it spins around. So you can like put your puzzle pieces on it, you put it on like a table, but then when you have people over, you don't want to look at the puzzle, you can pick it up and move it.
Wow.
But on top of that, it like kind of rotates. So instead of you rotating around a table, you can kind of spin it. There's drawers on it. Amazing.
What?
But I say that because how nice would it be to, I don't know, kind of like stretch on the floor while you're doing a puzzle. Like,
yeah.
There's just ways that I have to be mindful about it. But I'm so sick of it hurting when I'm just sitting.
Yeah, I get it. I really do. For fitness with me, I want to focus on core stability, like just always. I tend to have like not the best lower back. And so strengthening your core like strengthens everything. And also something that I found more recently within my fitness journey is I love Pilates and I love strength training. And I used to treat them so differently, like only do strength one day and then maybe do Pilates once or twice a week at home. And I've started to incorporate Pilates movement in with my strength training as I'm at the gym. And I feel so much better about myself. I'm protecting my body a lot more because there's some restorative movements when I'm actually putting a lot of stress on my body. So definitely just keeping that up because I'm feeling really good.
I love that. When we did our little workout and we had those Pilates moves, you just feel better all around.
Yeah,
it feels like a better workout.
Yeah, you're lengthening your bodies while you're getting the larger muscles. You're also getting smaller in between.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it gives like a holistic, really great workout.
I love it. And then my other 2 fitness goals are, this is my same goal every single year and it never happens, but it's probably going to happen this year. I'll have abs by the summer. Like actual 6-pack abs. You heard it here first. I'm going to stitch this video right now with my abs in July.
Wait, should we do like a thing together? Like a challenge?
Yes, love.
Maybe our friends and our followers can partake as well.
Guys, you want to know something so crazy?
What?
When I first started work, I don't know if I ever told you that. I feel like I have. I was in a little group. So there was 4 of us. We were on our own separate team and we would work, every day. I don't know when it was. I don't know if it was like a January thing or what. We used to do ab challenges together.
What?
I totally forgot about this. We would do 15 minutes of abs. It would be like a 15-minute break in the day because we were all working from home. And we were like, we all got to work out. I think we were just talking about it one day. And we found actually, I'm lying. It was 3 minutes of abs. It was like so quick, one of those videos.
Yeah.
But it's like a 25 days of something.
Yeah.
And we called it our ab challenge. And so we did 3 minutes every day.
That's hysterical.
As like a team virtually. Is that not hilarious?
That is quite comical. Like people your age, I'm hoping?
Yeah.
Okay.
All my age.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
we all started together.
That's so funny.
That is actually so crazy to think that we did that, but COVID made us all crazy, right?
Yeah, it's true. Well, you can do both ab challenges coming your way for 2024.
And then my last one is this is also a crazy thing to say. I want to run a half marathon. Says the girl who's never run more than 3 miles. But I want to run. I feel like I've mentioned it on here. I really admire runners and it's like, well, why can't I try it? I just think it would be a really awesome goal and it seems ambitious, but shoot for the stars and you'll land amongst the moon. By the moon.
Shoot for the moon and land amongst the stars.
But aren't the stars further away?
No, stars just surround the universe and all the planets. And that was cute.
I was trying.
That was cute.
Okay, let's move into wellness.
Okay, for wellness, I would like to really commit to waking up at 5 a.m.
Love.
There was a point in my life where I woke up at 5 a.m. every single day without a problem, and I just really felt like I had my entire life together. Like I had enough time to prepare for my work day. I wasn't scrambling to eat breakfast at 9:30 as I'm trying to answer my email. It makes you so much more organized and proactive. So definitely incorporating that, and it's starting tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what time are you going to go to bed?
Hopefully I'll be in bed by 9, hopefully sleeping by 10.
Okay.
And maybe that'll get earlier and earlier. It's definitely going to suck, but all you need is 2 weeks to establish a habit.
Yeah.
And that's going to be my weekly thing.
I love that.
Thank you.
My first wellness goal. Well, this is always a wellness goal. I always refine my routines.
Yes.
My morning and night routine. So a couple things I want to start doing. Gua sha. I feel like my face is getting chubby.
It's getting puffy.
Yeah. I've just got
after this weekend, it definitely is.
Yeah, I just need a little ice roll.
Yeah.
You know? Other things for my routines. I do want to read 12 books this year. I aim for 1 a month. I think I'll exceed that with my Kindle, but also I haven't really read this month, so who knows? So that's a good goal. And then my dental hygiene, water picking, flossing, whitening, all the things. And then, of course, supplements as well into my routines. Like I want to get into the habit of, I'm good about my magnesium, but I want to find a creatine. I want to find some other supplements and then work them into, okay, I take my creatine at this time every single day.
Yeah, I love it. Also within wellness, getting on top of doctors and whatnot. Like I need a whole new dermatologist, eye doctor. Like these are some things that I've been putting off for far too long now. And I need to like start identifying like what supplements I need to take and whatnot. And I need to simply go to the doctor as a first step.
I don't even have a primary care. And I still go to my gynecologist, dentist, and dermatologist all in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Dermatologist is out of my network, but I still go because I haven't taken the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, doctor's appointments is also on my wellness list. Also because I was like getting billed in the mail and I didn't even know what doctor it was from. I was like, I don't even know what this is for.
Yep.
And it's like, how am I so all over the place?
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I need to figure out my appointments.
It's just so easy to stick with what you know with doctors. Every time I go home to Florida, I go to the dentist because like I just refuse to like do it up here. But yeah, it's just adult things.
Adult things. But if you stay on top of it, it's not hard. It's so easy.
I agree.
So good. We can hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for somebody in my life to find a really great primary care.
Mm-hmm. So then you just copy.
And then I'll just go to them.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it.
Shall we chat 9 to 5?
Let's do it. I would love to develop like more of a personal brand at work and just in my professional network. I feel like I have all these amazing people and mentors, but I don't like leverage them enough. I don't put myself out there. I don't know, have just networking conversations to have conversations. And that is a big goal for me because I feel like there's untapped potential and opportunity if I just kind of lean into what I have and the people that I know. And then kind of similar note, I'm a manager at work and just I want to really feel like I'm an amazing manager, an amazing leader. I've noticed and I learned in 2023 that that's such a special experience to have. It's like you are helping someone define their career trajectory and it's a really fulfilling experience. Makes me a better person. So continuing to lean into that, being a mentor to somebody else, and it's something that keeps me accountable.
I love it.
What about you?
My number one work goal this year was to get promoted, but I actually just got promoted.
Woo!
I found out right before I took my vacation. So tomorrow will be my first day back to the office in my new promotion.
Amazing.
So I'm really happy. I worked so hard this year and it took up so much of my brain power, but I literally told myself every night before bed, I'm like, you're going to get promoted. You're going to get promoted. Like it was a lot of effort. So to see it being recognized is like the best feeling ever. So with that, my new work goal is just more consistency. I want to establish a better consistent in-office schedule.
Yep.
I want my hours to be more consistent. I want to look really professional. No, maybe not even really professional, but I want to feel like more put together with my work outfits and my clothes. When you look good, you feel good, and I do better work. And then I just want to keep killing it at work.
Yeah.
I want to show them that I deserve the promotion.
Show them that you're a senior systems analyst.
I will.
I love the point you said about dressing the part because that is something that I need to work on. And also in the workspace, because I work from home, I want to do better about having more of a strict like boundary around 9 to 5 and also getting ready because you're right, like whenever I take the time to actually do my hair or put jeans on instead of sweatpants, I am way more productive.
Yeah, 100%. My last one, kind of off of that, like providing the separation. When I get home from work, I want to start meditating for just 5 minutes.
Yep.
Because I think there was a lot of times this past year where I brought work stresses home.
Yeah.
And it fed into my personal life a little more than I would like it to.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a little 5-minute meditation, I think it's great for your mental health. But B, it'll just provide more of that separation. Like, okay, work is done. It's time for me to enjoy my night.
I agree. I love it.
And then you guys can't see, but I brought home this like dong. I want to call it a gong, but I don't even know what that is.
It's like a sound bath tool instrument.
Yes. So I have like this little circle thing and there's little drummers. So guys, maybe you'll even hear some sound bathing on the podcast. Entering my wellness space, okay? Okay. Last section. Just some other miscellaneous personal goals for the year.
So my first one is I want to be proactive. This was almost my word of the year instead of abundance. I just want to stop procrastinating. So I've started to just learn more about procrastination within the past couple of months. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about it. And it's really just a choice that you make. I've been telling this narrative to myself my whole life where I work better under pressure and I need that timeline or that time crunch at the end to do work in a timely manner. And like, that's a narrative I can very much change. Getting ahead of things and not feeling like I'm behind.
Yeah, there's no worse feeling.
That's just exhausting.
It is.
It really is. And so many people live like that. Like I was listening to Mel Robbins, and she's the #1 podcaster in the world, or number 5, one of the top. And she was saying that she is a chronic procrastinator. And like so many high achievers are when they don't have to be. So I'm being proactive.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah,
very excited for you. My personal ones are kind of more just fun things, but Joe and I are going to try to learn Spanish. We just purchased Rosetta Stone, and there are 30-minute lessons that you do every day. So we're slotting it into our post-dinner before bed, like 30 minutes, and we're going to like practice Spanish together. Our niece, Joe's niece, is being raised bilingual, so I think it'll also be fun to be able to conversate with her a little bit in Spanish. I mean, our accents are going to be terrible, but how cool to be bilingual. And even if we can just know the basics, I think it's a cool skill to learn.
For sure. And you know what I think that warrants?
A trip to Spain.
A trip to like Mexico. Let's go to Cabo.
I'm in. I'm so in.
Perfect. I have one more serious one, and then I have a fun one. I'll start with the serious. I would like to just get really efficient with my time and like planning my life. So I put on on our You Can Do Both story the other day that I really want to find like a Notion template to just like organize my life, because I feel like I have the You Can Do Both aspect, the 9 to 5 aspect, my personal friends and family. I have like a side consulting job too. So easy for all of that to get so jumbled and feel like I don't know what's going on in 2 of those aspects, but I know what there's going on in 3. And so some people sent me some templates. I have yet to look at them, but if I find a really good one, I'll post it, because there are a few people in the DMs asking us to share. So hopefully I find a way to organize my life, because that'll help me be abundant and proactive.
Yeah. Have you seen the Big Ass Calendar?
I've heard of it. I don't think I know exactly
I've been seeing it because, you know, New Year's, all the ads are popping up. It is quite literally a big ass calendar, and it has one square for every day of the year, all in one view. And it comes with sticky notes, and like you plan out, okay, I have a trip here, and then I have a work trip here, and these things are happening. And it's just kind of nice to see your entire year at a glance.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, we only ever see it in
like week to week.
Yeah, week to week, or at most a month.
Yep.
And it might be kind of nice to be like, oh, actually, like this area is kind of filling up. Maybe I'll need a break here. But I saw it and I kind of want to get it. I have no idea where I would put it, but it might just
under
be
your
nice.
couch.
Never forget. Never forget Courtney's suggestion to put the calendar under the couch.
Under the couch.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But yes, getting organized. I actually need an agenda because I didn't get a new one. Okay, another personal goal for me is to take my pottery class that I've been talking about.
Woo.
So I think I'm going to do like a little 8-week one, maybe like once a week. I'll do a little pottery. All my friends and family are about to have mugs.
Aw.
Created by me. I think that'll be fun. My nails are officially off now that the holidays are over, so I'm ready to get my hands dirty.
Love it. My next fun one is skiing. I'm becoming a ski girly.
Love.
I don't think we've finally shared that we booked the trip.
Oh yeah, we're officially going
to
Chamonix. Oui, oui.
We're going to ski the Alps, and your girl here has never skied in her life.
Tell me that's not the craziest thing you guys have ever heard.
T-minus 6 weeks. I actually think it's that soon. Yeah, I was supposed to go this weekend. Weather conditions didn't exist. So,
oh, goodness.
Yeah, but it's going to be quite amazing.
It's going to be so good.
We're going to go there, and then we're ending our trip in Italy. So get really excited for the content. And finally, obviously, You Can Do Both is such a big part of our lives. We are going crazy this year. Yes. We are growing. We grew like times 9 from 2022 to 2023. I'd like that same energy, if not more, in 2024. Yes. We're starting out strong with a sponsor for Dry January. We are about to go crazy with content, putting intention behind everything we're doing, and really just building You Can Do Both into a brand.
Yeah. I think some big goals in my eyes this year are, of course, to grow our community, but also to like kind of get to know our community, maybe through an event or two.
Yeah.
Like a really fun, well thought out like community event.
Yeah. And also partnering with other communities and small businesses to get in front of theirs as well.
Yeah.
And support the Boston area.
So I feel like we always preach, don't come up with a whole list of goals. It's going to be so overwhelming. And I think we both just each listed off 20 things that we're set out to do.
Yeah.
But I want to say I did everything that we talked about in our How to Prep for the New Year episode.
Me too.
So if you're listening to this and you're like, oh my crap, this is way too much, listen to that episode. I literally did a little journal session. I wrote down what I want to see more of, what I want to see less of, and every single goal on my list I feel so good about. It doesn't feel overwhelming, and I feel like it really aligns with the vibe I'm trying to bring for 2024.
So if you have yet to reflect on your year, I highly recommend going through your camera roll and kind of following some prompts that we shared in our last episode. But then also just choosing a word and just being really intentional about what you want to see in your upcoming year.
So with that, Happy New Year, guys. Happy 2024. This is going to be a really good one. I know it deep down in my soul.
I feel it. I'm excited.
Most excited for my 8 p.m. bedtime tonight. So with that, if you enjoyed today's episode, please rate us 5 stars, leave a review, send it to a friend, and we'll talk to you next week. See ya. Bye.